Hope everyone is having a perfect day. Got some mystery seeds, and things are getting dry out here. I got some mystery seeds, so I'm just gonna throw those in a seed tray. Figured I'd pop right on Friday, so that's something. Finally getting some doodling done. I'm at work going on it, but a little example. I have oh no, I lost my pen. Oh no, that's okay. Gotta get this done. Let me grab some water real quick because these seed trays are thirsty. Keep spreading myself all over the place, and that's another reason I haven't started many more seed trays, because I just know that my mind is like in 50 different places and it's really hard to make sure nothing dries out. There's a hole in my water. There's a hole in it, but it's all clogged. Oh yeah. There's plants growing in it. Much better. Can't forget you. I'll get some more water for the peanut butter tree. Okay, so all I need is a seed tray. Hello, kitten! So I think I'm just going to go ahead and label these mystery seeds and try to figure out exactly what it was. These seeds are from that garden tour we happened upon, getting the sapote, the mame sapote. And while walking around, I was able to try quite a few fruits. And of course, those seeds made it back, and got 6 here. Also, some honey mango seeds. These are just from Publix. And figured, why not? It would be years before this produces fruit. However, they're gorgeous trees. Just finger this a little bit. And these are mysteries. And I do have a Surron cherry. Another one, a smaller, darker one. Here, let me fix this. Smaller, darker one. Drizzle some dirt on top of it real quick. course I forgot to bring the little trays. Been saving anything from takeout food just to keep something underneath this. I'll just use this one. And yeah, I figured it was gonna fit perfectly. And we'll be able to fit 2 in here. So let me hurry up and mark this. I'm just gonna name it Christeries because the lad was named Chris and they're mysteries. Oh, I'm getting so much dirt. I have a forgotten cheese stick in there. Maybe I'll just put mystery because then I could use it for tons. Mystery fruits. Mystery fruit. Oh, code lock. Got the mystery fruit. Is there enough water for it? Yeah. I need one more seed tray for, where did I put it? This, I forgot what it was called. Nice little rattle in there. Don't know if they could hear. That code lock's in there like, yeah, you'd be able to hear if you grabbed the mic. Got some real Gucci DJI mics, code lock did. I am picking out a book to read. Just want to get better at reading out loud, and have a few books in mind. So maybe I'll do like a poll if time to read whatever, and yeah, a little reading time. That's some like nice scenic backgrounds. Oh, that's gonna be a perfect amount. Okay. Let me get one more tray. Compost in there from the banana tree. Some free seed starter. Whoa. No. That's too much sand. Everything's drying out, even my covered soil. Okay. I'm not going to mark these ones yet because I do know the name of them. I'm just running a blank. And ooh, where did I put it? See how pretty they are. Nice little perfect seeds. Really nice. And, they're really sturdy, so I could just push them underneath. The mystery seeds that I just planted are, they were very fragile. That one's, dropped one. Yeah, the last one's no, anyway. So I'm going to push holes in the side that have no seeds in it, so I know those are vacant. And for the mangoes, I'm just going to put them in tiny little pots. Maybe even cups. I'll just use tiny little pots. So I have Oh. Gonna be over here for a second. Bring up the propagation station, if you will. Oops. Using a different tripod. Okay. I was trying to scout for some Brazilian pepper. I really want to make a thatching fence. Just I keep starting projects that I only have 2 hands for, so. And again, this is the thatching from coconut palm. Well, this is specifically from coconut palm. And anything to just put on the bottom of the pot, and it really does help keep them a little moisture. I'm gonna put like this random piece of stick. Good for you. And this. Mango. And mango pits are really fun to release from the hull, if you will. This is the inside. Doesn't it look like a giant bean? And you really should try to get as much of this paper off without damaging said bean. Really satisfying. Because just less to mold underneath the surface of the soil. You guys are very dirty. So cool. I'm just gonna and I plant them on their sides. Sometimes I'll look up the orientation because I just forget. I plant them on their sides. It's gonna find its way up. Plants are very smart. Besides that one kiwi seed I saw sprout, you know those YouTube videos where it'll be like seeds put under soil and I'll show a time lapse? I planted those way too close to the surface. Well, there's a kiwi slice one, and I felt bad. I feel so bad for it. You see the little kiwi sprout going, and then just going straight down, like it has the what is that? Not the bends? Is that the bends? No. Vertigo? Yeah, vertigo. Okay, I got 2 mystery things. Oh, wait, no. These aren't mystery. These are honey mangoes from Publix, where shopping is no longer a pleasure. For me, personally. This keeps drying out. It's oh, it's really dry. Everything is drying. Even this was full of water. I don't know how this dried out. don't know how that's possible. Okay, so this. Oh yeah. A Surron cherry. Trying to excavate the seed. I got beach on the brain today. I just need to be in water. I'm having withdrawals. The last few days out here have just been absolutely attacked by deer flies, and they do really hurt. Somewhere in between like an aggressive mosquito and a bee, or like a baby wasp. I don't know. They don't have like tiny, thin, like surgical mouthpieces. They have like a trowel, or dowel, whatever they're called, and they jab you, and then they slurp it up. So it's very painful. And this is the most beautiful seed I've ever seen. It's so pretty. It's got these like incredible colors just radiating from it. From some angles, it almost looks like an egg. Very nice. Oh, Stephen Marshall. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That, and it's gonna take forever to see any form of fruit, and and a honey mango. I don't know where that is usually grown. A friend of mine, I actually worked briefly on a mango farm when I was younger, but they made me stop because it was too distracting. Let me tell you something. I was the only person that went in the trees to make sure there weren't droppers. Droppers are when they hit the floor and they can't be considered a shipper. And I was the only one that climbed the trees, really got in there. But since I was like a female or whatever, that was the actual reason. I'm not even being dramatic. They said I couldn't come back. So. Hatcher Mango Hill is a piece of Florida history, though, and it's not going to be there forever. I think it's actually being sold off currently, and it's worth calling them up to see if, how much they're dang expensive mangoes, but I tell you what, they're the size of a human head. They're really big, and they're planted by the original hatcher. And long story short, they're really, really big mangoes, very tasty. They are bred to be enjoyed and to fill you up. There's so much flesh on these mangoes. And they also had Zills and Haydens, but the Hatchers, every time I ask people about Hatchers down here, especially locally, they never really have much of a response. And I'm always curious, like, because it's going bye-bye. It's the highest natural point in Palm Beach County is Hatcher Mango Hill. And I'm dying to get one of their cookbooks. I've been dying to get a cookbook since I was in high school, but I don't know. The lady was allergic to me, I think. I was very stoked to be there all the time. I mean, I would say I squeal shamelessly. I squeal in excitement shamelessly. And I think sometimes, I don't know. I need a reason, though. Everyone deserves closure, even if that closure is in regards to a mango position that didn't pan out a decade ago. But oh my god, it's my favorite fruit. It's my favorite fruit, my favorite tree. The leaves are actually used in a lot of herbalist Ayurveda, I believe, for diabetes, and as a tea, and really just such a good tree. Can't get over the seed. I think I should get a proper little pot. Oh my gosh. It's just so dry. Man. Damn. I have been looking back. Oh, I should have brought my basket out. But proud to be part of this rotting earth, I believe is their like saying. I really, really want to introduce mushroom spores and pink mushrooms. Like Steve, that's like my dream mushroom. They're the most beautiful mushrooms. Those and the chanterelles. I always mispronounce them, but they're big in North Florida. Those two are my favorite mushrooms to not only look at, but fantasize about eating, quite frankly. The chanterelles I've never seen in person, and I've never had them yet. There's a restaurant called Taikyo, and it's a Thai Japanese fusion restaurant. The man who owns it is an incredible human. But if you call in person, and it's in this town called Lantana, Florida, I think technically it's Manalapan because it's over the bridge. And this guy, if you call a week in advance, he's very passionate about mushrooms. And I think he calls it the magic mushroom platter. But if you call him a week in advance, he'll spend that week looking for any and every unique mushroom that he could find. And everything's just lightly cooked and arranged beautifully on the platter. And he only charges, like, I think, $15 or something for it. It's an experience for sure. And I always dream about going back to get that. And have some of these shavings. I'm just gonna put them on. See, I put them on top of the pots, and it helps drastically. Just a little sprinkle of it, like it's glitter or something. It helps drastically. And here's that African mint potato. I'm very stoked about. They technically weren't ready, so I'm not sure if they wanted to sell one off. But as soon as I saw it, I could not think of much else. And the leaves have a really, really earthy scent. Like, indescribable texture. Like a leathery but soft Repulsa. I'm really excited for that. There's a bunch of mystery sprouts. And now these folks had some, oh wow, that's flowering. That's the smallest little flower. These folks had some very impactful plants that I've never heard of, plants I've never seen in person, plants I never thought I'd be able to taste. And like, he gave us one of the miracle fruits, which I have a small tree that I really want to dig up because it's just not happy where it is, and eventually it's just gonna croak. But I got a seed planted in here. It was incredible. I never experienced it. I've seen plenty of videos, but the dude did it right. He ate the lemon, and I sat there and ate the whole lemon slice walking around. I already really like lemon, but it tasted like the sweetest tangerine. And the honey mango that he gave us was very tart, but it was like a totally new species of mango that I've never tasted before because of that miracle berry or fruit. And really cool experience. I wish I filmed it, but I'm intensely shy in front of people. This is just me and a camera, so I think I've hacked something, but yeah. I wanted to, and I had my phone on me, and I was just too shocked. And not shocked like, oh my god, I can't believe these people are growing this awesome stuff. I was just shocked like by the sheer variety, the rare tropical plants, everything just beautiful condition, and very happy, thriving. It was really cool. I really want to start touring other people's gardens, and now that I have a little channel, it kind of gives me the balls to ask, because I've wanted to do that my whole life. But I learn better from others, especially hands-on, and I love like helping in people's garages, backyards, anywhere, tidying stuff, because you get so many stories, you learn so much about your area, because I can only experience so much. That's why I love talking to other people about their experiences, and not everything is on the internet at all. I'm constantly having to find hard copies of books because not everything is on the internet, and I thought I saw a yellow fly. My hands hurt so bad. The swelling went down, but my whole hand was like inflamed. And it's just because I'll hit the same part over. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do that. My friend is a neighbor. Her husband pulled out her agave. It's so funny because it ended up being the agave that I picked up on the side of the road. And it was just the mother, so it was, but it had a bunch of babies. And these babies are very recent. They're, yeah, so I'm stoked about that. That's so funny. Agave. And I have one, the blue agave, which is my favorite. And it will stay the size of the pot. They get insanely large. Larger than the giant KYNTO, from my experience, but they don't reach that size. They grow pretty quick. To me, this looks like something that will grow like very, very slow, but they grow a lot quicker than like one would expect. And this one already had a baby, and this is just a forgotten one, and the only reason why I haven't planted it is because animals. Got the most clumsy animals in existence, and I was really afraid that my pig was going to get into it. Have a rest in paradise, Blue. Oh no. Hopefully, oh yeah. I have to plant these. They're not looking very good. But I wanted to show, this is the prickly pear. See the thorns? Intense thorns. But this is the prickly pear. Yeah, tequila, exactly. The blue agave. And I know I just need to brush up so hard. Because I was never sure if it was just the blue agave, or is it, like, oh my god, why can't I remember the name? I already forgot the name of this one. Oh, that's what it is. Because I'm trying to write down all the uses of things. And, like the milkweed and these agaves are two things I don't really know that much about. And excluding blue agave and whiskey. Lake Worth, there's the blue agave plants everywhere, and yeah. It's basically been in stasis about, yeah. Trying to find like, I don't know. Now that it's season, I think the green market in Lake Worth is something I really, really want to try to focus on. Because walking around Lake Worth is probably one of my favorite activities on this planet, excluding swimming. And the amount of variety that you can get just walking around and like talking to people, all of the tropical plants that thrive end up in the back alleys, and they just get ran over and over again. And that's why my original garden was called the Stolen Garden or the Free Garden. Excuse me? Because it was all from back alleys. Like this bromeliad. I found one that was just like kind of like this, and it was just ran over and over again, and it was separated from the plant, so I just brought it home, and it's been with me ever since. It's giant, and it was a beautiful color. bunch of babies everywhere sticking in it. Bromeliad, it feels fake. It's a really interesting plant. I'm sure everyone knows bromeliads, but they come in so many varieties. And, yes. So I looked it up. It's an attention-seeking behavior. So she wants attention. But if you give her attention, you'll get attacks. Hi, kitten. This cat reminds me of myself more and more every day. Kitten. She is the swamp cat. Hi, would you like to say hello? Probably, oh, you know what? She's probably like, who the hell is she talking to? Because she only does this when I'm streaming. She's not the most affectionate cat. She gets really affectionate for like 20 minutes a day, and usually it's at like 12:30 at night, and she'll just be like vibrating her face off, purring, and then she'll just stop and then run away. And that's her existence. She's a really fun cat. She'll go on walks, going canoeing down the Nile. She'll go down with you. And she hasn't gotten in the canoe yet, but I'm sure she would. She is a little adventure terror, but I love that cat. She's definitely, has her own existence going on. And, yeah. Well, I am noticeably paranoid, I feel like, because I just feel like I'm about to be in severe pain at any second. There's 3 types of deer fly that have been noticed. Well, there are horseflies, and looking at the dispersion map, there are botflies also somewhere around here. I've never seen one, and I feel like the day I do is the day that I learn a new skill. And but I'm kidding, of course, but botflies are pretty much what make up 90% of my nightmares. But the horseflies and the deer flies or yellow flies are an absolute terror. They'll hit you over and over and over again, and it's gotten to the point that they've been getting inside. And like just one here and there, but the thought of falling asleep with a yellow fly like buzzing around is enough to turn this lady certainly into a city person. That's for damn sure. I'm just kidding, because cities got like bed bugs and their own thing. But yeah, I'm neither here nor there. I'm just an earth person. I have nothing against cities. I quite like buildings and access points and stuff like that. There's always something happening. There's always someone to talk to. There's always something to interact with. And I mean, and I also love rural areas. And every area, this is the coolest planet, like, by far. I mean, it's definitely the coolest planet I've ever been to personally. But, yeah. I am practicing guitar more and trying to learn some French songs because I think I'll have more confidence, and I want to get over this so bad. Just because I can't sing doesn't mean I can't sing. I can't sing like vibrato. I can't sing like a trained singer. But that doesn't mean like I'm mute. Like it doesn't matter if you're like, oh, or like, So I'm trying to get over that. Trying to break whatever ego that keeps me from dancing and singing, and that's the verbiage that I've given it thus far. And I know I say this often a lot too. I know not all social anxiety is ego, but I want to get over that. I actually tried to cure my own stage fright by auditioning for a play. I wasn't picked. I went for a background part, but I told that story before, and it did do something, because I was maybe I gotta go audition for another play somewhere. But there's a little playhouse in Lake Worth. The the playhouse, the Linkworth Playhouse, and pretty notorious spot. The owner of it actually hung himself from the second balcony, and I regret so much of my life only because I didn't film it. Every Halloween, they put somebody in a noose hanging from the ceiling where that dude took his life. Every year, they make it into a haunted house. Granted, I don't really know after the pandemic, because, like, I know, like, that's been a year or two at this point, but I'm still, like, reflecting, I guess, because that is so much time, just gone. I mean, and, not gone, it was just such a weird thing, and, anger is starting to set in. It's a natural human response to being completely fucked over for years. That, I think, is a totally natural and good response to have. Good one. Like, yeah. But before I start rambling, I'm going to... Wow, I've only been here for 36 minutes. I thought I was out here for a lot longer. Gonna try to get some swimming in today, and Snap will probably bring drones and stuff, really, to get the ocean during the dead of winter. A lot of stuff goes wrong between red tide, flesh-eating bacteria, and a whole host of things, drain-offs, and the warmer waters really allows things to fester. So it's really the best time of year for swimming here, and the dead of summer is too. I will swim in rancid water if I have to. And I know a lot is happening with the drainage, and I think they're even putting in more canals for Lake Okeechobee and the Everglades, because Lake Okeechobee used to flow out. It's actually really interesting to look up the ancient flow of Lake Okeechobee, because you'll see when they used to say, like, Florida was much smaller, like, and that it was underwater. See, I think a lot of people think they mean the coast, and maybe they are meaning the coast, but I'm certain they're not. I believe they're talking about Central South, where, or Inland South, and just the southern tip, where it was actually under a shallow sea of crystal clear water and grass, like a sea of grass, and, you know, that's technically underwater. And it was a huge flowing sea of grass, and the people that lived here originally, that mastered that lifestyle, it's just incredible to read through. And this area was the ice and Jaga, and essentially water people, regardless of being inland, which I think is really unique and really neat. And like Big Mound City is only a few hours away from here, and there's quite a bit like that. There hasn't been many digs on it or much work out there, but it's a huge goal to go and take out the drones out there, and just kind of want to assemble a little team. Hello, TK9, and oops, they do not sting. They bite. I want out the city. I love hearing birds in the trees. There was a lot of nature up there, but it's the dead of winter. I loved so much Colorado. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. Granted, I didn't spend much time in the cities. The biggest city, of course, was Colorado Springs, which were, but the nature that I was finding was like, and I'm trying to remember exactly, because I used to stay briefly at Fred's house, and Fred had a pet fox, and he lived in a cul-de-sac. I used to remember all the street names because I was like aching to get back. It was just such a charming, like, clean feeling. Like, the air was crisp, the water was like gorgeous. Couldn't jump in it, but it was gorgeous. And there's tons of different stones and minerals up there to find. And God, I have to ask. Fred, unfortunately, has passed away briefly. he briefly passed away, recently, and it was sad. It felt like an end of an era. And really cool dude. It's the, who took me fishing up there on an aquifer, and past the statutes of limitations. I mean, I don't know the laws against the, like, I was just, there, like, being a Floridian in the middle of winter wonderland. But as soon as that hook hit the water, there was the biggest fish I've ever seen. And then as soon as that fish hit the shore, he's sliced it open and sprayed lemon on it. But it was the freshest fish I've ever had. And my dad's a fisherman, not so much anymore. But when I was growing up, like, he would leave Thursday and come back Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, and we would change his lunchbox out on the shore. And so seafood is definitely near and dear. I haven't eaten much freshwater, and that was quite an experience. It was just so clean tasting, and yeah, really, really cool experience. I just got nothing bad to say about Colorado. Every time I think of Colorado, I just think of, like, adventures, because it was so fun. Because here it's flat, but in Colorado there's, like, I mean, it was just so fun. It was so fun. I was freezing my ass off, but at this time I drank a little whiskey, so I was fine. And winter coats were like dime a dozen up there. You could find them everywhere. Thrift stores were really good, and the food was incredible. Colorado. Got to chill by John Denver's memorial. The one thing I really want to go back, is, I think it's called Seven Springs or Seven. It's the, like, waterfall that they lit up rainbow, and I always forget what it's called. But I went when it was closed, and so it was still night and it wasn't lit up, but it was really eerie. It was really eerie. It was one of my favorite experiences, because there's these big boulders everywhere, big mountainsides, and, like, the most intense trees and tree lines. And like, on some parts of the mountains there's, like, nets to hold rocks back, and, like, rocks in the nets, like they're working. It was so cool. And then there was this, like, one area by this, I think it's on your way to, like, Cripple Creek. There's this weird bar in the middle of mountains, and there's nothing else, and there's tons and tons of graffiti on the rocks, but it's not like graffiti like tags. It's like, I don't know, it looks like something like a hippie commune would create or something. It was so cool. It was really nice people too. I miss that. I think the ocean is actually in my future. Yeah, so gonna get ready to do that, and I really need to put more effort in finding it. I have one bathing suit, which is but anyhow, finally gonna get some swimming in, and even though it was just last week, I need to swim really bad, and really putting an effort into spending as much time in salt water as possible. The last 5 years, it was just so much happening in the world that, like, life pleasures fell by the wayside, and that just can't happen. And because your mind just will slip if you're not engaging in pleasure, and that could be anything that, you know, I'm so afraid right now. They're just, and I wouldn't have even known the tiny ones were yellow flies if it wasn't on my pants. I took a picture of it because I thought it was pretty. Yeah, pretty in resin art. That's where they're growing now. I don't kill insects. I don't. However, if you cause harm non-stop to my person, I feel a little obligated, and I can't help. I can't help it. They're really painful, and like they get the dogs, and like I could suffer through it like myself, but as soon as you see one of those flies get the dog, and like the dog's powerless, and they're like, oh, and they show like their little bottom teeth, and it breaks my heart, and I enact vengeance, revenge, all that good stuff, but only on those. But yeah, happy trails. Thank y'all for joining, and Washington, very nice. Washington is Oregon is another place I really want to see. In my mind, Oregon is all mossy mountains, and that's just gorgeous. And I like Washington too. My cousin lives in Washington, I think. Yeah. But happy trails, and yeah, hope y'all have a beautiful day, perfect day. Definitely get outside. I know y'all are probably currently outside, which is beautiful. Unless it's too cold, don't go cold. Areas. I don't know. I'm getting rambly because I haven't eaten yet. I found the cheese sticks. I think I should just start hashtagging ADD on these because, like, as like a warning label, I managed to get, yeah. Happy dreams.